Hello everyone, Marc Daniel Patrick here, musical theater coach. Thank you so much for taking time to check out the channel. Don't forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and you can find me on Instagram at Marc Daniel Patrick or at my website at marcdanielpatrick.com. Suddenly this seems to have become the week of Leslie Odom Jr. on this channel, but really, who's complaining? People ask me all the time to rank my favorite Hamilton numbers, and it's honestly such a hard thing to do. When you watch any other musical theater show, there are usually one or two songs that'll speak to you more than the others. Hamilton throws that out the window completely. There are 10, 12, 15 numbers maybe that really hit you and speak to you, and ones that you can listen to over and over and over. And it's just another reason why Hamilton is an absolute game changer for musical theater. Now, having said all that, according to my Apple Music account, this number ranks well within the top 5 and is a highly requested video on this channel. From the hit musical Hamilton, this is Wait For It.
Theodosia writes me a letter every day. I'm keeping her bed warm while her husband is away. He's on the British side in Georgia. He's trying to keep the colonies in line. Well, he can keep all of Georgia. Theodosia, she's mine.
I feel like I say this a lot about his performances, but he does have such a great understated, restrained approach to each and every one of his numbers. And I love the way he does that. I mean, I encourage anyone who's picking up a new piece of music for the very first time to take this less is more approach and just sing through the number straight, deadpan, and just feel where the song sits emotionally for you. Once you've got that down, then you can start to add a little bit more color and a little bit more, a few more layers to it. For this song, it works because you need that deadpan approach at the beginning. But any song you're singing, I encourage you, I beg you, to just play it straight for once and then start to add any sort of color or any sort of dynamics you want into the song. It'll serve you quite well, I promise you.
Love doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep loving anyway. We laugh and we cry and we break and we make our mistakes. And if there's a reason I'm by her side, so many have tried, then I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it.
The absolute genius. The lyrics in these songs are from the absolute genius of Lin-Manuel Miranda. Love doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes. I mean, I love those lines so much. And that line keeps coming back again and again throughout the song, just related to different themes. And really what it points at is Burr's inability, or rather his hesitation to really step out and just take what he wants in life, right? There are just so many things that are just staring him in the face, and he doesn't have that ability to just step out and to go get it, and to go get what he wants in life. And that's really what this whole song is about, and what this whole song is building on.
Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep living anyway. We rise and we fall and we break and we make our mistakes. And if there's a reason I'm still alive when everyone who loves me has died, I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it.
Again, like that just restrained, simplistic approach to the entire song is so valued right here. Even vocally, everything he does with this is very muted. His inflections are kept down, and everything's very muted and visceral almost. And it really serves him well, because where this song is about to go, it gives you a place to jump to. Everything's very internal into himself, and then once this song flips, it gives him somewhere to go and gives him a place to come up to. See, once that key change hits, all of a sudden you can see the stakes get so much higher in this song. You can even hear it in the lyrics of the song, right? He's getting angry. He's having to defend his choices in life as to why he doesn't have that ability to step out and grab life by the balls, really. Like, he just doesn't have that in him. And you can see the anger building up as he's defending his position as to why he's sitting back and sort of waiting in the shadows.
He keeps winning anyway. Changes the game. plays and he raises the stakes, and if there's a reason he seems to thrive when so few survive, then goddamn it, I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it.
I love the film version of this because it just lets you into the character's mind and lets you into Leslie's mind so much more than you would get ever on stage. The eyes don't lie, right? It lets you see the soul of the character so much and shows you how he's starting to build on this and starting to reach the climax of the song. And the absolute irony is Hamilton and Burr are so much alike, right? They've both experienced the same amount of loss. They're both just as smart as each other. You know, one's not more intelligent than the other. And yet Hamilton is the one who surges forward and takes life and takes what he wants from life. And Burr is the one who has to sit back and sort of dwell on it in the shadows and sort of watch everyone else pass him by and take life before he has a chance to go out and get it himself.
Life doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes. We rise and we break and fall. And if there's a reason I'm still alive, and so many have died, then I'm willing up.
He finally gets a chance to show off that incredible tone that he has, and it's just so beautiful the way he's able to elongate and hold those notes. I also really love the movements in this section. You know, Leslie has such an ability to keep everything so grounded in truth and then also theatrical at the same time, right? There's a very thin line between acting and overacting, between movement and not enough movement, between, you know, playing what's right for your character and projecting onto your character. It's a very thin line, but for me anyway, every decision Leslie seems to make on stage, for me, really hits the mark.
Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it.
Chills. Oh my god. I love this ending so much. Even it's almost as if even after he spent the last, 4 minutes or whatever ripping his heart out on stage, telling us why he is the way he is, look at that ending. He's still sitting there waiting for someone to hand him something instead of going to take it. And it's just it's an absolute game changer, this entire song, for me anyway. You know, I'm sitting in the audience at the beginning of this show and throughout the beginning of this show thinking, okay, you know who Aaron Burr is. You know he's going to shoot Hamilton, and that's what you're waiting for, right? You're waiting for him to kill the protagonist. And that's you've made that decision up in your mind, and that's what you're waiting for. Suddenly this number hits, and that antagonist label you put on him completely gets flipped upside down because you can relate to everything he's saying. At one point or another, we've all been a Hamilton and we've all been a Burr, right? We've all seen what we wanted in life and stepped out of our usual selves and gone and taken something for ourselves. We've been a Hamilton. But on the other side, we've all been a Burr. We've all sat back, doubted ourselves, doubted our ability, while a peer of yours who's equal to you in every way has gone ahead and taken that promotion, has gone ahead and taken that role in a show that you wanted, while you sat back in the shadows waiting for something to happen. We've all been there. We've all been each of these characters. And in that relation to this character, you all of a sudden start to root for him. You start to understand a little bit why he is the way he is. And even more so, you start to see how tragic the rest of his story is really going to be. Okay, that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I promise you there are a number of Hamilton videos still coming, but please leave me a comment below and let me know what you would like to see in the future. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and until next time, I'm Marc Daniel Patrick, and thanks so much for watching.